Hey everybody, welcome back. We have another episode here for everyone, integrating Moldavite and Feng Shui. So we have Candice here again, Feng Shui practitioner, and I'm just really excited that we're joining forces, integrating Feng Shui with Moldavite, and there's so much to unfold with this as we're working and collaborating together. But today's episode is a very exciting one. I think everyone's going to benefit from this. And we're going to talk about how to activate the wealth corner for Lionsgate. So many of you who've been following the Lionsgate or know anything about Lionsgate, this is a portal from July 26th to August 12th where massive expansion energies are coming through. So from now until then, what you want to do is start doing all the shadow work, clearing your body as a vessel so that all the old energy leaves, so you have room to take on all this new energy. Okay. So as we're doing that, the home is also connected to you. Your home is connected to you. So when you can work with the energy of the home and activate certain corners, you can call in this wealth energy. Candice is going to talk more about it. So I'm just really excited. And everyone can use a little bit extra money. So Candice, you want to share with everyone about what to expect and how to prepare for this?
Yes, I'd love to. So again, the past few weeks we've talked, it's been very step by, or not really step by step, but more about, the technicalities of feng shui, right? This symbolizes that, or here's this sector. So today, one of the things that people really want to know about when they do feng shui is like, where's the wealth corner? Is there a prosperity area? Can I use it for money? And the answer is yes, you can. It's done in different ways. Again, there's different schools of thought in feng shui, and one of my favorite things, I think, most feng shui practitioners that do classical feng shui like to look at those flying stars. So we talked about flying stars last week, and the flying star number 8, so particularly, which is visiting the Northeast this year. And so for 8-8, for the Lionsgate portal, I think it's very interesting that we're having a doubling of the flying stars for the 8 in the Northeast sector. So again, we talked about the annual flying stars last week. The wealth star for the year is in the Northeast. So for August, it is also in the Northeast. So we have those yearly flying stars that come in, and we have the monthly flying stars. So now looking at these monthly flying stars, the energy is a little bit more dynamic and it works a little faster. So this is a time where you can really tap in and activate, do what is called a feng shui activation. So if we look at that, guys. The 8-8 is doubled up in the Northeast for the year, the 8-8 portal. I think it's really interesting. So we have this doubling of this 8 star. And so why not tap into it? Why not activate it, right? And remember the 8 star, it really is about, it's not just about like wealth. I think to say that we can just create wealth or money will magically fly to us or whatever, we want to actually create wealth in a way that we can duplicate it. And so it's really good if you work for yourself, if you work a contract work, if you need to pick up new clients, it can be a really powerful energy for you to use. So tapping into these 8-8 stars.
I want to refresh everyone what flying star is simplified. Okay. So how I would simplify this is flying star is how the energy of the home moves throughout. There's a yearly energy that moves. There's a monthly. So if you really go down into details, it goes to the hour too. But to simplify it for everyone here and just to make it useful, we're going to look at the yearly flying star of where this energy is aligned, how the stars align in this corner of your home, and then how it's aligned within the monthly. And as you can see, August, that month, it's both aligned for wealth in the Northeast corner. So that is a double whammy. Okay, so if you guys make more money, you can buy more Moldavite. Double win for everybody.
There you go. Yes. So yeah, perfect explanation. We do have the energies that come in and they move around, and remember each one represents something different. And the 8 It really is about work. It's about money. So again, it's great if you are self-employed. And let's talk about how to activate it now. One of the hardest things I think people come across when they look at classical feng shui is looking at the sectors and how that's broken up within their home. And so the easiest way I think you can kind of find that is just stand approximately center of your home. You can take your smartphone, and each smartphone has a compass on it. Most people don't even realize that because they don't really use it. So you can just take your compass and stand center of your home. And all you have to do is kind of locate where northeast is. So you want to find the northeast corner of your home. Finding that is really easy now to activate. You ready? So before actually we move on to that, can you tell us, Tammy, about the 8/8 date, the significance of the 8/8?
So 8/8 is so during the Lionsgate portal is the alignment of the Sirius star with Earth. So if you're working Moldavite or not, if you don't work with Moldavite, that's okay too. There's a lot of energy coming through. Now, Moldavite is a direct connection to the star Sirius, which is where we believe the Moldavite originated from. And so think about it. You have this direct cord to this spiritual sun, Sirius. So all this energy is coming through down directly during this opening, July 26th to August 12th. Now, 8/8, August 8th is the peak of where all this energy is coming through. Okay, so we're going to go through the timeline of when to do what so that you guys don't get confused when it comes to Feng Shui.
Thank you. Yes. So August 8th, this is the date that they're really going to do the energy work and the internal work. Is that right?
The receiving day.
So up until that date, it's a purging, right?
Up until Lionsgate. Up until Lionsgate, you're going to want to release as much as you can. However, releases when you want to do a release is around the full moon, just because everything comes to light, everything is brought up to the surface. But from now until then, continue doing the cord cutting, continue doing your shadow work as much as you can, right? Because the deeper one usually doesn't come up until the deeper shadows doesn't really rise until full moon times. But other than that, you can start peeling back the layers, clear whatever you can, so that you can make more room for this direct alignment energies to come through during this 8/8/8/9 time frame.
And on 8/8, one of the things that we kind of connected to Feng Shui, to Chinese metaphysics, is that it's a really good day to receive energy. And so on the 8th, it's a really good day to do your meditations and to be open to receiving that download of information and to receive what's coming to you. So it's beforehand, you do need to be doing your again, what Tammy mentioned, your shadow work. Feng Shui wise, you can use this as a time to like declutter and clean your house also. So that doesn't have to just take place in Northeast. Like if you need to get rid of stuff, it's a really good time to start getting rid of. That way you can be open and ready to receive what's coming in.
Oh, so I wanted to make a connection to that. Okay, so when we're talking about money and energy, think about it. We, as a vessel, a person, we work to create money and then we buy material items, right? So as you are shifting in energy, your vibration is rising, all the old materials that no longer vibrates in your energy field, those are the kind of things you want to remove. Just think about it, your computer system. All these junk files, all these old files, if you don't need it anymore, delete it. Right? Because that will make room for all this new energy coming through. And you can actually be intentional with the energy coming through, calling in the money. So material items, release as much as you can. Big items such as beds, anything that holds sweat. The bed's a big one. Any old furniture, any broken items, especially that's not good in Feng Shui either. What else? Old shoes, anything that holds sweat would be a good thing to release or donate. Donating is good too because you're giving. Okay, so that's how money is transferred into energy is transferred into materials.
Yes, thank you. And so, as we mentioned, the 8th, August 8th, it's a really good day to receive. It coincides with the Chinese almanac of receiving something that day. So it's a really great day to do your meditation and really be open and ready to take on that extra work, take on that, those new clients, and to take on something new, take on more money, more material goods. And so again, just locating the area of your home. I can definitely help you do that if you're too confused to that. It's something I offer to do. You have plenty of time between now and the 8th to do that. And the date, well, let's look at this first. When we look at Feng Shui and we're looking at energies, to make an area active, we want to generate and move chi or move the energy in the area. And the Northeast is a really good area to place a fan or a candle. If you can't use a regular candle, which you can just use like a flameless candle, something that has a little bit of movement to it, or if you have an object that moves around, it's just the generation and movement in that area. It's not a place I would put water, just for some complicated feng shui theory reasons. So I prefer to stick to a fan or a candle in the area. And due to superstition, you don't use a clock for activation. So although it's a moving object, you don't use it for
So let me ask,
activation.
if you already have a clock in the area, what do you do with it?
I mean, so if you have a clock, I'm going to say don't worry about it. Don't worry about
mess
it.
with it.
But yeah, don't mess with it. It's fine. But for the purpose of a feng shui activation, don't purposely place a clock there. I think everyone has clocks in their home. Particularly when we're talking about clocks, we're really looking at something that's really moving. So unless it's a one with a ticking face, some people like to decorate with them, and then grandfather clocks because they make noise, and so that metal sound does activate the area. And sometimes you can overly activate an area with the metal sound. So yeah, so I stick to movement, a fan, and a candle is what I say. They're the safe ones to kind of go with.
Okay, so now one more thing. The fan, does it have to always stay running?
Yeah, I would just leave it active. You can just get a little USB fan and place it out. And then just after you locate the Northeast area of your home, flying stars are said to be activated by movement. So you want to just keep activating and generating movement in the area. So you just leave it. And then at the end of the month, which the month ends around September 7th. So remember, the Chinese calendar goes off the solar calendar. It actually starts on August 7th. So it actually really coincides really nicely with that 8/8 energy that's coming in.
Okay, so yeah, if you guys can't leave a fan open up like every day, use one of those battery candles.
Yep. Yes, be safe. I love a good prayer candle because they are meant to be left turned on. So I love a good prayer candle for activation. But if you can't put a flame in the area, or if it's not safe, please use a flameless candle or a fan.
Safety first, guys.
Yeah, I always say
Safety
be
first.
safe. Be safe. Yeah,
Or a small
don't do
fan.
it.
A small fan too, because
I
a
just
big
have a
fan might
small one.
go. Yeah, a small fan will be
Yeah.
okay.
I just have a little tabletop one that I use to activate. Works fine. If it dies between then, just let it go. So
Yeah, just let it go.
yeah, just let it go. So yeah, but you're just going to want to leave it up for the whole month. It should activate it nicely. Another thing is, because you want to benefit from the energy in the area, you can definitely, if you can't, you're like, I just can't put a fan or a candle up or whatever, you can position yourself. If most people, especially if you work from home, you take your laptop around, or if you work from a tablet. And if your office is like stationary, you can't move it, you can take those work phone calls. Like if you're meeting with like new potential clients, go to the Northeast of your home and talk to them there, or do your Zoom meetings there. If you're looking to get contract work and, again, talking to potential clients, whatever, it's a really good area to tap into, to use to remember, it's activated by movement. So any movement in the area is going to activate it. And then it's going to support you, because the 8/8, or the 8 star, especially when you get the double 8, it supports work. And that's how you generate your income, right? Is your work. So again, it's not magic money, but it does support, when you put the action in, it's going to support it. So you can send cold emails, you can do cold calls. If you do that type of thing, this Northeast is a really good area to use for the month to do that.
Yes. And I also want to make clarification on 8/8. So here's the timeline. On 8/8, we're going to focus on receiving the energy. When the peak of the Lion's Gate is, go to your northeast corner, meditate there, set your intention to receive whatever wants to come through. So on the peak is the day for you to receive. On the 9th is the actual day to activate. So what we're going through right now with the activation, do it on the 9th, not the 8th.
August 9th, you will place your candle out, you will place your fan out and do your Feng Shui activation. I think one of the most, I've heard people say like, oh, I tried Feng Shui and I feel like it worked, or I tried doing activation and I feel like it worked. And so sometimes the missing component is a timing. So I use date and time selection to do my Feng Shui activations. And the 9th is actually a really good day to activate a wealth energy. So it'd be perfect for that, I think.
Candice is really good at date selection. So we had a couple of conversations about, okay, what should we do exactly for this Lion's Gate portal? So I think this is like the first year where we actually got a timeline, a map of how all this aligns. Okay, so 8/8 is receiving day, 8/9 is activation day, and then either 8/10 or 8/11, we haven't clarified it yet, but that's going to be a full moon release day. So that'll be a release date. If you guys, for those who attended the last full moon event, we'll touch base more about it towards the end of the video. But we'll let Candice finish off what else to do on the 8/9 date.
So again, when we look at the flying stars and we look at Feng Shui activations and we look at these energies, I think sometimes people do expect like a miracle, or they expect to win the lottery or something. And there's some activations that actually can help with that sometimes. But with this right here, I think the goal is that sometimes it creates opportunity for you. And so instead of looking at it as creating like wealth or creating, money or winning the lottery, I would really look at it like, let me activate this area, let me put my attention into it, activate these energies within my home, and see what it opens up for me, because it really is amazing how Feng Shui can work. And so also pay attention to, what is happening around you, what's opening up around you in terms of wealth opportunity, and not just, the wealth part of it.
This is so fascinating. So yeah, for you guys who are tuning in, who actually attended the last full moon release event. So with the Feng Shui, if you look at the flying star, the different sectors in the home, there's like a total lost area. There's like areas that doesn't really hold good energy, but there's like the Northeast, the 8/8, there's a wealth energy that travels throughout the home, throughout the year, throughout the month, right? So when that energy is sectioned off in this one area, you want to take full advantage of it. So if you knew this corner is holding all the wealth energy, you probably want to be in there. It's like, give it all to me. Like, how can I receive? How much of this wealth energy can I take in? Because whatever you have within your energy field is what you're going to be exuding out into your reality. Okay. So this year and this month, the flying star both aligns on 8/8. So, but yeah, so that is what we have for this Lion's Gate, how to prepare for it. So first we talked about the receiving energy on the 8/8. So you want to go there, receive whatever you can. 8/9, you want to go and activate this corner to have it be persistent. Basically, you're receiving everything you can on 8/8, and then now you're going to have the corner be activated or moving consistently so that the energy will keep flowing. Okay, so on 8/10, I think 8/10 or 8/11 on the full moon, which lands on the full moon, I'm going to host another full moon release event. So the last one, we did a inner child regression, removing all the energy that was stuck within the womb or during inner child, any vows you take on. Because some of these energies, you have to really go deep within your body. You have to really go deep within your body to find what's stuck and release it. Okay. However, on this next full moon, we're going to focus on money blockages, which pretty sure a lot of us have that we're not even aware of. Okay. So what I'm planning to, so the last session, I had 2 Reiki practitioners attend the session with us. And how this all works is my specialty is working with the root chakra and past life regression. So that is like really go deep into different past lives, going back to the inner child and clear any blockages that are deep within you. And typically the full moon is when everything goes up to the surface. But now we're going to integrate it with a Moldavite grid that for this time, I'm going to have a Mount Shasta Moldavite grid that I activate on 8/8, Lionsgate portal on 2020. So that, again, that's a receiving day. So there's a ton of Mount Shasta energy anchored into that set of Moldavite. So we're going to open it, connect to the Moldavite grids, and then I'm going to regress everyone back to where the money blockages start. So oftentimes this is either through childhood, through your parents, or through a vow you made in a contract, a vow or contract in a past life. So we're going to bring that into awareness and regress you back to where this energy blockage started. And then my 2 Reiki practitioners, they're open vessels. They're going to do Reiki in the background to help everyone purge. Okay. So as we're doing all the shadow work, what I found for myself when I'm doing this inner work, when there's too much energy, I'm not able to release it all by myself. It's too much. Or I can release it, but gradually. But when you have 3 clear vessels here, we're open vessels, we're going to release it through our body, which that will give you a day or 2 to download whatever's left from the Lionsgate portal, which closes on 8/12. Okay, so we're going to clear the energy blockages during this next full moon. And this event is free. It's a contribution. We've been called to do this as a contribution every month for anyone who feels called forth to attend this event. Okay, so I'm super excited because a lot of this energy blockage, we're not even aware of. Any vows we made or any programs, conditioning we got, like money's hard to come by, or money doesn't grow on trees, or I can't make this much, or I'm not ready to make this, whatever it is, chances are you probably inherited from your parents or maybe from a past life contract. Okay, so that's the timeline we have for everyone here. I'm super excited about it. If you want to learn more about the flying star, go more in depth, Candice is going to make another video talking more about this alignment more in depth if you want to really just learn the complications of Feng Shui.
I just think it's really interesting. You said you're bringing in the Mount Shasta Moldavite because the Northeast, each sector, each area of our home is associated with the element, and the Northeast it's the Yang Earth, which is a mountain. So I just think that's so interesting. And of course, the 8 stars, they're back in their native palace. So it's like all this mountain energy. I just think it's really amazing. So I'm excited about this energy coming in.
Well, not only that we're calling in wealth, Mount Shasta energy is actually the root chakra of the earth. This is where the light enters through the earth from the cosmos, entered through Mount Shasta, that mountain. So not only are we talking about wealth expansion, we're also talking about fame energy. Speaking of fame, Candice just had a TikTok video reach 3 million. She nonchalantly shared about it. It's like, how many views do you have? I was like, that's just 3 million. It's like, what? 3 million?
Yeah, I wish it was my business one. I mean, that would have been great.
Well, whatever it is, it's coming to you, right? So
yeah,
it's happening,
yes.
and it just happened recently.
Yes, yeah, over the past week.
All right, guys, we're ready for massive expansion. So think about it. The more you clear from your body, not only your body, but your home is an extension of you. So the more you can release from your system, the more room you make for new energies to come through. Make sense? All right. So I'm super excited. You got anything else for us, Candice?
No, I mean, I think the only thing I wanted to say maybe is just try it, I mean, hell, what do you have to lose by just placing a candle or putting a fan out in the Northeast? I mean, you might as well, see if it works, right?
Right.
That's why I tell people when they start Feng Shui, I'm like, just try it. Try the decluttering. Yeah, try it. I'm excited.
Now, if you guys make a lot of money, then you can come to us for a Moldavite or Feng Shui through Candice. Just saying. But not obligated to. But we're hoping everyone here makes a lot of money so that we can all make a lot of money. Okay, so this is a very big portal coming up very soon here. All right, I think that's all I have for this episode. We're going to keep it short and simple. If you have any further questions, reach out to Candice. Her information is in the description below. Other than that, we'll see you guys for the next episode. Bye, everybody.